Have you ever looked at the wealthiest people in the country and wondered, how do they do it? How do they seem to get richer and richer? Even when the economy is a total mess and the rest of us are just trying to keep our heads above water. Is it some kind of secret club, pure luck? Or were they all just born with a silver spoon? Well, I'm here to tell you it's none of those things. It's not magic, and it's not something you're born with. It's a set of specific, repeatable strategies and a powerful mindset that anyone, and I mean anyone, can learn and apply. Today, we're pulling back the curtain to reveal the 5 core financial secrets that America's less wealthy use to build and protect their fortunes. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and prepare to have your perspective on money completely transformed. Because what you're about to hear could be the key that unlocks your own financial future. Let's dive right into the first secret, and it's a big one. Rich Americans never, ever let their money sleep. Think about it. What does the average person do with their extra cash? They stick it in a savings account, right? Where it earns what may be a fraction of a percent in interest. That money is basically just sitting there, losing value to inflation every single day. The wealthy see this as financial malpractice. To them, money isn't just for spending or saving. It's a tool, an employee that must be working 24/7 to make more money. They put their capital into assets that generate passive income. We're talking about dividend-paying stocks, income-producing real estate, shares in private businesses, or funds that consistently pay out. Every single dollar is on a mission to bring back more dollars. They are masters of compounding. They understand that when you reinvest your profits, your money doesn't just grow, it accelerates, it snowballs. While most people are trading their time for money, the wealthy have their money working overtime for them. It's a fundamental shift in thinking, from saving money to deploying it. Now, for the second secret, which is all about protection, diversification. You've probably heard the old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Well, the wealthy live by this rule. They would never dream of putting their entire net worth into a single stock or one piece of real estate. That's just gambling. Instead, they strategically spread their investments across a wide variety of different asset classes. This isn't just about owning a few different stocks. It's about owning different types of assets that behave differently in various economic conditions. So, they might have a portfolio that includes domestic and international stocks, government and corporate bonds, commercial and residential real estate, and maybe even a stake in a private company. But it doesn't stop there. They also invest in what are called alternatives, things like gold, fine art, or even cryptocurrencies. Why? Because when one market, like the stock market, takes a nosedive, another, like gold, might be soaring. This strategy acts like a shock absorber for their wealth, protecting them from catastrophic losses, and ensuring their fortune remains stable and growing, no matter what chaos is happening in the world. Remember, building wealth is only half the battle. Keeping it is the other, equally important half. This brings us to our third secret, and it has one that might surprise you because it goes against everything most of us are taught about money. The secret is leverage. For most people, the word debt is terrifying. It's something to be avoided at all costs, but the rich don't fear debt. They master it. They understand that there are 2 kinds of debt, good debt and bad debt. Bad debt is what most people are familiar with: credit card debt, car loans, personal loans for vacations. It's borrowing money to buy liabilities, things that go down in value and drain your wallet every month. Good debt, on the other hand, is borrowing money to buy assets, things that go up in value and put money asterisk and asterisk your pocket. For example, a wealthy investor might take out a loan to buy an apartment building. The rent from the tenants not only covers the mortgage payment and expenses, but also generates a positive cash flow every month. They've used someone else's money, the bank's money, to acquire an asset that makes them richer. They aren't paying interest. They're collecting it through their investment returns. This is how they amplify their results and build wealth far faster than they could with their own cash alone. They turn debt from a burden into a powerful wealth-building tool. Okay, let's move on to the fourth secret, which is arguably the foundation for all the others: a relentless pursuit of financial literacy. The wealthy treat the study of money with the same passion and dedication that a sports fan might treat their favorite team. They are perpetual students of the game of finance. They don't just casually check their bank account. They actively seek out knowledge. They read books on investing, economics, and tax law. They listen to podcasts and attend seminars with financial experts. They stay plugged into what's happening in the markets, not just out of curiosity, but to identify opportunities and spot potential risks. This deep understanding allows them to make informed, strategic decisions. They know the legal loopholes to minimize their tax burden. They understand how to structure their estates to pass on their wealth efficiently. They can analyze an investment and calculate its potential return with confidence. They don't rely on hot tips or get-rich-quick schemes. Their wealth is built on a solid foundation of knowledge, which gives them ultimate control over their financial destiny. They know that the greatest investment they can ever make is in their own financial education. And that leads us to the fifth and final secret, the one that ties everything together: unwavering patience and ironclad discipline. In a world obsessed with instant gratification, the rich play the long game. They are not day traders trying to time the market or gamblers chasing the latest speculative trend. They are investors, and they understand that true sustainable wealth is built slowly, methodically, and consistently over decades. They invest early, they contribute regularly to their portfolios, and then they let the magic of compounding do the heavy lifting for them. They have a plan and they stick to it. When the market panics and everyone else is selling in fear, they often see it as a buying opportunity. They control their emotions, tune out the media noise, and trust their strategy. This emotional discipline is their superpower. They know that wealth isn't an event, it's a process. It's the result of thousands of small, smart decisions made consistently over a long period of time. It's not about being the fastest. It's about staying in the race and never giving up. That's how they ultimately win. So let's do a quick recap of these 5 powerful secrets. First, they keep their money working around the clock by investing in income-producing assets. Second, they protect their fortune through smart diversification across different asset classes. Third, they use good debt or leverage to amplify their returns. Fourth, they are lifelong students of finance, constantly upgrading their knowledge. And fifth, they practice incredible patience and discipline, playing the long game for steady, consistent growth. These aren't complicated formulas reserved for a select few. These are habits and principles. And the best part? You can start adopting this mindset and these actions today, right now, no matter how much or how little money you have. You don't need $1 million to start thinking and acting like a millionaire. You just need the right framework and the commitment to take consistent action. Wealth isn't built by accident. It's built by design. It's a series of conscious choices you make every single day. So start by choosing to make your money work for you. Choose to learn. Choose to be patient. Your journey to financial freedom begins with that choice. If you found this video valuable and it gave you a new way to think about money, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel reach more people. Share it with a friend or family member who could use this advice. And most importantly, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video on building your wealth. Thanks for watching, and remember, your financial future is in your hands. Let's start building it today.